I interviewed China Mac.
Mm-hmm.
And the day he shot somebody was like the day after he got shot by someone, and he had run into him, and he tried to get him, and the dude managed to run off, and he was just in a mood. And he runs into this other dude who's an associate that kind of didn't really have nothing to do with it, but he's in a mood.
Simple.
He's feeling like his gangster is being tested, and he's got something to prove that day. And it just so happens the wrong person was in the wrong place. And that guy ended up getting in a wheelchair for a while. The guy that you shot.
Yeah.
Have you ever talked to him?
I've never talked to him.
Okay.
I've never talked to him.
Would you?
I don't know.
It's a tough
But right
one.
now is no.
Right now is no.
Right now is no. But it doesn't mean that won't change. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm not ready for that.
Okay.
Because it's a different circumstance.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Me and him is a different circumstance. Like, he told on me. And
Okay, so he actually, once again, you pleaded out. So technically,
but he took the stand though.
how do you take the stand when there's
He
no
asked
trial?
he asked to give me more time.
Oh,
So once I took the plea, he went up there and asked for me to get more. But that's not the reason why I went. You know what I'm saying? The reason why,
did you get more time because of what he said?
no.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. The judge actually gave me a really good play. You know what I mean?
And just to ask, how badly was he hurt in that shooting?
He was paralyzed for a little bit. I don't think he's not no more, but he was in a wheelchair for like maybe 2-3 years, something like that, and he kind of exercised.
Pretty serious.
Yeah, it's
pretty serious to be in a wheelchair for 2 or 3 years, wondering every day whether you're going to be in that wheelchair for the rest of your life.
Right.
You know.
But that's it's unfortunate, man. Like, I hate to see. My thing is, like, with this stuff here, it's deeply psychological, Vlad. Like, it's deep seated, psychological complexes that come with this shit. Like, because it's been happening for so long, and that's why it's hard for us to find the way to get past it right now, because it, like me, I'm so far removed from it, but it still tugs at me. Like, if I hear somebody from my neighborhood get hurt, it crossed my mind, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like, retaliation and all that shit. Like, but I'm fighting it, because you gotta fight evil. You gotta fight it within yourself, because you're responsible for what you do. It's not necessarily what everybody else do,
Yeah, I mean, someone stepping on your shoe isn't worth someone dying. It's also not worth you going to prison.
But to a prideful person.
A prideful person. And I remember when I interviewed Lil D when he got out of prison. And I said,
from the Bay?
Yeah, from the Bay.
Shout out
He
Lil D.
did like 30 years, right? So I said, what was the biggest difference you noticed when you stepped out of, because you were in prison for more than half your life.
Yeah.
He was like 20 when he went in, got out at 50. The answer he gave me was interesting. He said the biggest difference I noticed is, everyone's walking around and they're, staring at their cell phones, and they'd bump into you and just keep walking.
Man, when I got to that airport and seen all these people moving around on these cell phones, if you'd have seen the expression on my face, I was in another world, man. Like, I was, the look that was on me was like a person that you just let out of a cave. I mean, that's how long I had been gone. Like, when I seen all these people on their phones with their head down texting and bumping into each other, man, it freaked me out, man. Because it was these people was moving so fast, right? And then in prison, you got to be kind, man. You got to say, excuse me if you bump into somebody, man. You got to say, excuse me. You gotta, because it's a respect thing. So when I seen these people bumping into each other with their head down and whatnot, it freaked me out. I'm like, man, this is crazy.
Being in the prison system, you are you learn very quickly that you have to be ultra polite.
Absolutely.
You cannot bump into someone and not
That'll
say,
get you
excuse
killed.
me. But he said people bump in and just keep walking and neither person cares.
Yeah, and he don't know, like, you know, he's fresh out of dealing with something different.
Yeah, and he's like, he doesn't get it.
Of course he doesn't.
You
Because
know,
look what you've been dealing with for so long. You know what I mean? So naturally. That's what you've seen in American Meat. When the leader got out and he was in the supermarket with the girl, and the dude was looking at him and he was like, you know, like, what? Because you don't stare at me for too long. Like, I'm gonna ask you something about that, you know? So yeah, he wasn't used to it.
I mean, in retrospect, do you see how dangerous a mentality that is?
It's very dangerous. It's explosive, Vlad. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.